Hi, Doug Milne with St. Mark's Episcopal Church here, with a desire to share some of the more compelling stories that lend support to St. Mark's allure and wide draw. Not long ago, I overheard a staff member talking about a terrific 18-year-old member of the choir who, he said, was about the last person you'd expect to find singing in a church choir, at least by choice. He went on to note the earrings in both of his ears, street fashion attire, a passion for skateboarding, and best of all, a love of heavy metal music. With that, especially the music part, I knew I had found my story to tell. When Josh Mayrand and I first met to arrange the interview, as one with a similar music taste, I dropped the names of some of my favorite bands. Once his initial shock wore off that I even knew who these bands were, we chatted about one band in particular, Boston's very own Dropkick Murphys. He loved them. And with an idea for a surprise for Josh, I didn't let on to the fact that I was friends with the band. I thought I would put together a little surprise within this feature just to see what might happen. So sit back, learn a little bit about Josh. He's an amazing guy, and we'll see if we were able to pull off the trick for him.
When I was younger, I wanted to be a professional cellist because that's what I play. I play cello. I started off on violin, but then I switched over to cello. I picked up guitar, bass, piano, and I'm learning drums right now. But my dad always has done, crown molding, baseboards, wainscoting, all that stuff, and painting. So that's why I'm working with him now. It's his own business, so I'm helping him out a little bit. So that's helping me for now, but I definitely want to continue down the music aspect.
So the question begs, how and why St. Mark's?
I got here just by coming to the services, and I would watch him sing in the choir, and then I was like, well, I'd always believed, in Jesus and all that. So I was coming here in the service, watching him. Everybody was very accepting of me. I talked to James, the choir director. Great guy. I instantly knew. I was like, oh, this is a great place. It's got a lot of great people. And then I met the people in the choir, and they were like, you should come rehearse with us one time. So I went up there and I sight read it. I had no choir experience. I've never sang before until I got here. So I figured it out. I already knew how to read the music, so I was like, okay, same bass clef. I just read the notes and then I put it to my voice, and it was just that. So I did that for a couple rehearsals, and then eventually he was like, all right, you could come here officially. And I got the robes and all that. The robes are amazing, by the way. They're great. Everything here is so beautiful. They really are comforting, because the first time that I came here, you're supposed to dress up and you're supposed to, look nice. I had just come from sleeping over at my friend's house. I had the clothes I had on from yesterday. It was bad. But I show up, and everybody's like, hey, good morning, and they had breakfast at the time. They offered me breakfast. I was looking around, I'm so out of place, but I just enjoyed it, because everybody let me enjoy it. So that was very nice.
Here now is the rock to Josh's roll.
I love all kinds of music. I first started to like heavier music when one of my friend's brothers showed me a song. We were in the car and he showed me. I was like, whoa, that's good. And then I just found more songs and I figured out what I liked, and it just grew from there.
And now the surprise. When I learned Josh liked the Dropkick Murphys, I happened to reach out to the singer of the band, Ken Casey, explain to him Josh's amazing story, and ask if he'd be willing to do a little selfie video for Josh. Let's see how that worked out.
Hi everybody, this is Ken Casey from the Dropkick Murphys, coming to you from on tour in Prague. I just wanted to take a minute to send a very special hello and shout out to my man Josh in the St. Mark's Church Choir.
That's
lending
insane.
His ferocious pipes to the cause, doing the Lord's work. I love the fact that we have a hardcore punk rock metalhead singing in the choir. That is one of the coolest things I've ever seen. You can never be too cool for school when it comes to doing God's work. God's been so good to me, filled my heart with love, saved my life. given my life meaning. And when I hear great stories about people like yourself, Josh, I just want to say thank you. So keep up the good work with the church. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep inspiring others. Love to everybody. And thanks again, Josh.
That's amazing, man. What? I didn't expect it at all, you know. I walk in here and I'm like, all right, we're gonna get a couple questions done, and then I get a whole video from. I mean, that's amazing, man. Dropkick Murphy. I mean, I love their music, and to get a personalized video like that just blew me away.
As is the case with most everyone's life story, Josh's is mixed with both ups and downs. While that factor may be common across the storyboard, differences are made by those able to, at all times, maintain a strong and positive spirit. With his story, Josh is making a difference, and truthfully, it's one to be emulated.
My dad's name is Russ, and great man. You know, he's always been there for me, and we've always had a great relationship. And you know, on not greater news, recently, my mom's in the hospital for cirrhosis of the liver, so it's a rough battle right now. So that's definitely bringing us closer, and the fact that I'm able to work with him, help him out with his job, and you know, overall just be there for him, it means a lot for the both of us. You know, the doctors they're giving us hope because they're going to transfer her to a physical therapy place, and you know, it's still a work in progress, so they're still giving us information as it comes, but they're saying it's hopeful, so we're all just holding on to hope. But I mean, she's resilient, you know. I think she'll make it. My parents were religious always. In the beginning, you know, obviously they gave that to me, and I was raised upon that. I know he's real, so you know, and it's not just seeing it, you know, you have to believe and have faith, but it's always been there, so that just really confirmed it, and ever since then I've just known, you know, this is definitely my thing.
When asked how he'd like to be remembered, Josh answered with such style and grace that it was almost as if he knew the question was coming.
At the end of the day, I feel like I would want to be remembered as someone who was caring, understanding, and faithful. Because I feel like those are good values you should hold true to yourself. You know, you can use those in almost every aspect of your life, you know. Obviously, you know, I try to be the best person I can be. I try, you know, to be caring to others. And, you know, I feel like I would want to be remembered as just a good person because it would reflect the image of Jesus, you know. Nobody can live up to that, you know, but we can all try the hardest we can, so.